Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're back, man. It's October 9th, 2013, man. And yeah, as you can see, man, it's the return of Arrow. And that's what we're here to talk about, man. Tonight's episode, man, City of Heroes is Season 2 opener, Episode 1. And let me just say right now, man, this is a really, really good episode. Minor, technicalities, man, that we'll talk about a little bit later on in this podcast, but I gotta give it up to these guys, man. And who I'm talking about is the CW, man. I gotta give it up to them because when I watched Beauty and the Beast, Season 2, Episode 1 opener, there was something different about the show. And that's exactly what happened tonight on the episode City of Heroes. CW has managed to reboot Arrow, and all the complaints that I gave almost every single episode, once you got past episode number 3 on season 1, they fixed. And what I mean by that is that the quality of acting, the level of acting, the on-screen personality, the characteristics, the mannerisms, it's almost perfect. And I'm talking about all the way from Stephen Amell, who plays Oliver Queen, Dave Ramsey, who plays John Diggle, Katie Cassidy, man, who plays Laurel Lance, and surprisingly, man, Willa Holland, who plays Thea, man. Thea is no longer annoying. She is actually a well-developed character, man. And here's why I think that the writing on this show has definitely improved, dramatically. The events that occurred at the end of season 1 with the earthquake on the city, man, have drastically changed all the characters. And getting rid of that one dude, Colin Donnell, man, that played Tommy Merle. Getting rid of that character allowed, Stephen Amell's Oliver Queen to develop into this desire and this want to be an actual superhero rather than this vigilante. And so you have the birth of Arrow. And that's, no spoilers, that's what happens at the end of the episode. I'm not going to tell you how, because I really don't want to spoil this episode. It's that good to where I'm not even going to risk spoiling what happened. Okay? So I just want to make sure that's clear. What's kind of very strange, man, is Paul Blackthorne, who plays Laurel Lance's father, man. What is his name? Detective Quentin Lance. There you go. Who plays Quentin Lance? He's back. He's back on the street, man. He's a beat cop, man. He's back in uniform. And you get to see just the level of maturity, man, in the way that he acts, man. He's so good, man. He's such a really positive, great actor, man. It's really amazing to see what he's able to do on the screen. And I think that the chemistry between Paul Blackthorne, Stephen Amell, Dave Ramsey, Katie Cassidy, Willa Holland, and that one Felicity Smoke girl, man, Emily something, whatever her name is. The chemistry on screen between them is just perfect, man. And then you're adding in this Colton Hayes, man, who plays Ron Harper, and you have like this perfect cast, man. And I think that, honestly, man, I think that it had a lot to do with that Colin dude, man, who played Tommy Merle. I think that his acting, his level of skill, his craft just wasn't up there compared to everybody else, so they weren't able to shine. But now, 5 months later, after the events that took place at the end of the earthquake, 5 months into the future, we're in episode 1, season 2. The characters have developed their own personality, and they have reacted to the events of the earthquake in their own way, however they coped with it. It seems like, Felicity, she's coped with pretty much going into the basement and redesigning Arrow's lair, just waiting for Oliver Queen to return. And Diggle, you know, it seems like he has his own like independence now. He's like, you know, he's no longer this sidekick. He's actually a little bit stronger, man, and a little bit more independent. And he kind of took care of a lot of things when Oliver was gone. And what's fascinating about Thea, man, her development, you know, she's hanging out with Roy Harper. She's starting to, you know, have her independence, but she's also has this really tainted relationship with her mother, you know, Miura Queen, who's actually in prison right now. Well, I'm not going to ruin what happens with that, because I think it's important to watch that that scene between Thea and her mother in prison. But you know, the Queen is in prison, and not the Queen, but the, you know, Oliver Queen's mom, Miura Queen. She's in prison, and they get to share this moment. And I think it was just touching. It was really touching, deep, well written, well acted, well executed scene, man, between them two. One thing I want to say, man, about Laurel's character, man, like, she is independent, man. She knows self-defense. She no longer, you know, has to rely on anyone to really take care of her. She can defend herself, and I think that's just fascinating. Before I go, man, because I don't want to take too long. I just want to talk about it because I'm really excited about the show. Before I go, something happened at the end of the episode. You get to see Roy Harper, throughout the whole entire episode, you get to see his character develop. You get to see the possibility of what could happen in the future of this second season. But you also get introduced to someone. And I don't want to say much more than that, okay? It's a really excellent surprise. And it's, for me as a fanboy, you know, of DC Comics, I think that the future for female characters is in good hands with CW. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Guys, listen, man, episode 5 is going to be really, really intense, man. Make sure that you check it out, okay? I just wanted to say that real quick. Next week, Michael Jai White comes onto the scene, and it's gonna be a bloodbath, man. I just can't wait. You know what, man? Bravo, man, to CW. Bravo to the writers of Arrow, man. Thank you for taking this serious. Thank you for taking the time, man, to revamp everything. It is very well received by me. And I will go out and I will buy a copy of Arrow Season 1 Blu-ray, and I'll support you. And I'm also going to be giving away a copy of Arrow Season 1, and then we're going to start the Arrow Season 2 giveaway once we get to episode 5. If everything goes well, we will have giveaways for Season 2. And I got my fingers crossed. But yeah, we're out of here, guys. Sorry it took so long, man. Hey, let me know what you thought about the episode. Rating for the episode, man, 4 out of 5 stars. There's a couple of things that I'll discuss later on about the episode that were just ridiculous. But as of right now, guys, check it out. It's well worth it. Seriously, guys, bravo, bravo, bravo.